Hey there, how you doing? What's up? Yeah, I don't have the mic. I don't have the mic. I don't have the camera on because I value my privacy. Anyway, so what we got here is a little bit of behind the scenes, a little bit behind these action. Let's see if I can share my screen. All right. So, I figured since I've let you guys away for a long time, I'm doing a bit of a video, a lot of the history with the. Sorry, my time some dinner. I'm currently covering a lot of the history of this of the 2,000-ton steel plate that flew into space. It's a bit of a thing that's not really well known, but it occurred a few times, so that's something that'll hopefully be a bit fun to cover. Yeah, it's been a long holidays, just a lot of stuff done. A bit boring too, but yeah, what you gonna do about it? I spelled that wrong. I know there's probably no one right now watching my stream right now, but I figured might as well be fun to try a little step out of the comfort zone. Ah. Pork's dry as a bone, I tell you. Sorry about the messy taps in the background. I'm working on Sea of Thieves. Yeah. Blah. All right, let's have dinner. Time to focus. So what we've got today is we're going to be doing a little bit of work behind the background scenes, and I might be doing a little breakdown of the of just how powerful the explosion was. I'm probably going to be doing this for a little while, so just bear with me for a second. I got to text some mates. Wait, is there people on there? Wait. Oh, Christ! Ugh. Oh, that's a hot jalapeno. All right. I might be stupid, chat. I might be stupid. Ugh. All right, so I can the first one and kill 10 dynamite. So I think with a little bit of transfusions, it might be interesting to include the details. So per each gram, so it should be just as simple for it being 1,000 grams. You just do it's 1,000 tons, so just 1,000 times. That's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a lot of calculations. Chat, you think this would be necessary? Is anybody here? Oh, there's one person. All right, how you doing? Is that you, Odin? Hey, what's good? Might as well turn on the mic a little bit. Hey there. So just working on some late night coding, just a little bit of action. Currently finished off some dinner. Just had some regular pork stuff that I just cooked up. Oh, hey there, buddy. Oi, I need chat to. I need you guys in the comments right now to quickly tell me: is it a good idea? Should I include the how much kilojoules of energy it released? Because it's kind of a little pointless to do it, but it could be just an interesting fact to include. So what do you think? Ah, crap. Oh yeah, Odin. Basically, what I'm doing right now is it's just behind the scenes editing. So I'm just going through some editing right now, and I figured it'd be better off showing some of you guys the behind the scenes, just because I've delayed it for so long. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing that stream. Essentially, just finishing off the script. That really buggered the frame rate for a second. Good God. So anyway, how's your guys' day so far? Nice. Should I put it to the lane chat? I might have to turn that up. Nah. Forehead reveal. Oh God, that's awful. Oh no. Oh God, is that big? Crap. What camera was used for the Pascal B tests? That's some good information. So I'm not talking much. It's a little boring right now. Any ideas for videos? Maybe try and do. You could always do some analysis of game stuff, like Metal Gear Solid or any other games you have in mind. What kind of games you playing currently? Look like shit. I'm gonna get jumper on. Yeah, video wise, just do whatever you want. And it's not really much. You can't really overthink it. It's just kind of fun. That was unexpected. How far back can this go? Freaking sweet. Going back into Nintendo, but potentially like to do something else. What kind of Nintendo games you like? Because you can just do any kind of thing for content. So you want a retrospective. You could kind of do a just any kind of Nintendo game. You could probably just do a retrospective of like how you viewed it as a kid versus how you viewed it now, how it's changed, maybe even your opinions on it, first playthroughs, next playthroughs, just simple stuff like that. Yeah. You got it on touch. I'm gonna go try and milk this stream dry and try and grab a few other people. Oh, thanks for joining the stream. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I got a few hashtags running up. It's just like a lot of stuff for like education, Markus, maybe explosions, stuff like that. Right. Hold on, don't worry. I ain't gone yet, chat. Hashtag. That'll work. All right, what else we missed? I'm currently making a video on the Pascal beat strikes. There's a very unique thing in history. Basically, there was I'll show you over a little bit of the script right now because that's behind the scenes. So we're going over currently this video where we are going to be talking about the manual cover that actually flew into space. It's a case where basically there was a site called the Pascal beat nuclear site. Yeah, it featured like a wide range of explosions, and there's a special case where they had one explosion, but they dug it 500 feet underground, super deep, and then they decided to put a 2,000 steel plate cover on it. This is the whole joke behind it, the 2,000 steel plate cover, and this is the only frame that got it with a 10 nanosecond per second, 10 like God knows how many frames per nanosecond. I don't know. I'm sorry, my words like a retard. Where is it? There it is. Yep. Only for one frame. That little thing at the top, they managed to capture that. That's what I'm making a current video about. Yeah, definitely. So I figured this video would be just super easy and super nice to cover. It'd be fun. So I'm just going over a lot of articles, a lot of forces of the camera. The frame rate of the camera, just about speed, how it broke 6 times at escape velocity. That'd be good to put in there. Nah, I'm very openly against ChatGPT. I prefer trying to use most of my own study, try to find it myself. I don't like any sort of AI use. I feel like it's just dangerous. Like sometimes I may use the little tool at the bottom which gives an AI summary, but I often like really looking into the encyclopedias and the different details of it. Like this one is a really good site because I found all the details here, how Dr. Albert Brownlee found a lot of information here, how it was found in Nevada, the different ones there. And the cabinet itself, you get a lot of information with this stuff. It's very good. So I feel like with ChatGPT, you kind of take all the fun out of doing all the study yourself. It's like, you ever had those history assignments you study yourself, but you don't want to use any AI because it's kind of starting to become fun to study. Like you look at those videos where it's like the minute history or things you covered, it's like super interesting. That's the kind of stuff which I feel about whenever I'm studying these videos. And also, here's a little sneak peek for you guys. I know it's not the best editing, but so it's what I use for now. This is a little start. Let me go scrolling down. It's not fully finished yet. I'm mainly prioritizing the script. I want it to be good. I've kind of put it off for a while because I want to focus more on my studies and schoolwork. But yeah, this is the reworked intro that I'm working on. I have a few reworked intros that I've been kind of thrown around with, but this one should stick. Even mine is still really unfinished, but it's just the start. Oh God, why did it start breaking? Yeah. I don't know how to feel about it. I think I might redo it. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I might redo some of the audio there, but that's it so far. I think I've bothered you long enough, Odin, considering you nearly fell on my stream. I might as well just it's a comfy chair. I'll give you a little more exciting content. How about that? You've already seen a bit of the behind the scenes. You know that I'm working on it. You know that I'm working a bit more. So how about I give you some better content? You'll play much Deltarune? We'll try something a little different. Oh no, that one's a little difficult. Turbo Warp is blocked, so I used a different website to do it. But other than that, it's a pretty easy to do with a few handy unblocking websites. Well, you don't play Deltarune. Would you like to see it? You know much of the boss battles? It's just one of them. We'll just keep grinding it. This is all I can do for now. But so it'll give you a little better gameplay or some kind of entertainment than me just sitting around. Oh, really? Thanks. What do you think? Should I continue editing on this, or should I continue editing and talking about it, or do you think I should give you a little more entertainment? What do you think? Yeah, good point. I was getting a little sidetracked anyway. Headset dead for days. God. Yeah, I think I'll put a hold onto that. Never mind. But it's always good to focus a little more. So as we go into things, I think I'll go a little more into the depths of air resistance. Is air resistance as a whole? The force of energy that moving through air in the first opposite direction. The air that resists the object's movement is down friction. Create an obstacle. Ah! I was way off. Fundamental flight force that acts at all times on an airborne object is essentially all of the molecules and surrounding particles in the air colliding with the object. What gas do air pumps use? Do they use oxygen to hit? For gas pumps, wait, do you mean as in the ones that go? Because that just uses plain air. Yeah, it just uses air. It kind of it works as a fancy thing, kind of like hydraulics. So that it uses air as a hydraulic, but you kind of just push it down, and the force created from the compressed air pushes it out. Oxygen can't really be done. What? Yeah, the gas mainly uses just straight air. Why do you want to know that? Just curious. Why do you want to know a bit about those ones? You looking at something with like air pumps or something? Or are you just curious? Object. Gotta find my things. The molecules making up the air collide with an object. It resists the flow of its motion and creates friction. This friction, when too high, quickly breaks down and melts certain objects. For a 2,000-pound metal plate, sadly, it seems it succumbed to the same fate. Why is it rhyming? Why am I rhyming? Succumbed. Metal disc succumbed to the same fate. Luckily, upon exiting the facility, it was incinerated by air resistance before it could reach space. I know it's a little pointless making all this writing for this video that in the end kind of has no point, considering how the fact that it gets erased, but I felt that video covering about how funny it is, the force of it, and if it still does remain, I think it might be the thing. It could be a bit of a waste of time, but I'm planning to flesh out the script a little bit more to include stuff. This tale can be seen just like the fable of Icarus, a dreaming inventor who longed to reach new heights, dares too far, and like the poor doomed Icarus, burns and falls. SWAT did what? Damn! Holy crap. A thing or two can be learned from this sad story. Do not let ambition put on very fancy piano music. This tale, just like the fable of Icarus. It's just like the fable of Icarus. A dreaming inventor who longed to reach new heights, dares too far, and like the poor doomed Icarus, the plate flies. What the fuck? Flies too high and burns and falls. To ambition, guide your. There's too much. Maybe. Thousand. Manhole cover on top of a. What kind of bomb was it again? Let me find it. Warhead. And most do not let petty ambition guide your motives so much. Do not put a 2,000-pound manhole. How do you spell pound? Am I stupid? Pound. It's pound. Oh God, I'm stupid. What? How do you spell pound? LB? Oh, I guess it makes sense. And most of all, don't reach for the sun. What a poetic way to end the video. Alas. Poor manhole cover. Oh, I just have a good idea. What if I put at the end what if I try and do an animation thing where it's like, it's like Starman waiting in the sky. Yeah, that'd be good, Ed. How did you find about this nuclear test? I remember a few years back, it showed up on my feed, and I've been interested with it so much because, like, it was one of my favorite tidbits of knowledge. Because, like, there's no way that it was actually a governed and regulated experiment where they blew up nearly a nuke, a warhead, in a God knows how deep hole. Like, a bunch of hillbilly scientists all standing around a circle going, I got a great idea. We're gonna blow this thing up 50 feet down, as deep as possible, fill it up with a 2,000-pound cover, and blow it up. And that would have been as funny as it is, but the fact that it reached terminal velocity, 6 times terminal velocity, became the fastest thing on space at that moment, and then immediately got incinerated was so funny. I just had to cover a review on it. I'll do Markus Explains History. Oh, petty ambition. What the hell is this? Is this you? Is this you? Is this you? Did you do that to me? Watch yourself, buddy. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. So anyway, how'd you find the video, like the start of the video? I need to end it poetically. I gotta find some better ideas. This video might be a bit of a longer one. Wait, let me see this compared to my other scripts. So I'm actually cram out like a 5 or 6 minute video. So this should be actually a pretty long one. Let me check the size of the font. It's only 11. Well, I suppose I can put a bit more writing in there. Let's do 11. Good. So I got an analysis of what that is there. The details of motion. Correct. Metric uses. Okay, so I think I just gotta put a little more. And recording. Only then to when the first few nuclear tests with the bomb was done with an empty shaft method. This featured digging a 500 feet deep hole and placing the warhead at the bottom of the shaft, then quickly detonating it in the hole. This experiment had a result featuring a result of a record. This experiment result recorded an explosion with 55 kilotons of force. The result of the recording was a success, but on their second attempt, It's like a genius and pure brilliance. Among the greatest minds, they sat in a circle and came to add the greatest solution to their recording yet. Raise circle-shaped silhouette on. I try. The greatest minds. Thank you for sticking me for a while during this editing process. Hey, thanks, man. But since it's already been a bit about around 40 minutes, and I've already wasted enough of your time, I think I'm probably going to end stream here, leave it here, and thank you a lot for being so lovely. Thank you. See ya.